That actually right there is the one thing I want you to take away from this video. In August, I challenged myself to post on Instagram every day for a month. My dream is to be a self-employed artist, but one of the things I really struggle with is consistency with social media. I could have all the time in the world and I still just wouldn't post. So in a test of discipline, I told myself I was going to post every day for a month straight. Is posting every day on social media a social media strategy? No, but that's not the point. The good news is that through this challenge, I was actually able to learn a lot, but we'll get to that. For my business, I also post sporadically on TikTok, Threads, and YouTube. So why did I choose to post every day on Instagram? Honestly, it's just my favorite platform. I like that I can post single photos, carousels, reels. I like the stories feature and how it's just right there at the top. And I know that you can do some of these things on TikTok, but as a user, I personally find myself scrolling past photos. I go to TikTok for videos. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. So anyway, the starting point. For the month of July, I had 36,000 views, 937 post interactions, 5 DMs, and 66 new followers. In order to get the most that I could out of this challenge, I decided to also use it as a test of my content. I wanted to find that middle ground between content that people like to consume and also content that I like making. I've done research like this before, but social media is just constantly changing, and what worked last year isn't always going to work this year. I came up with 6 topics that I wanted to post about and assigned them each to a day of the week. So I post about my products twice a week, my art twice a week, and then my values, my business, and my life each once a week. In addition to this, I spaced out reels and photo posts throughout the month so that I had like kind of an even number of each assigned to each topic. And this actually ended up being super helpful in coming up with content ideas because basically I had half of it there already. I knew the topic and the type of content that I was going to be making for that day. And I did batch my content a week at a time, so that also helped. And now, what you've actually been waiting for, what the heck happened? For the month of August, I had 115,000 views, 2,200 post interactions, 32 DMs, and 68 new followers. So basically, I had 3 times the amount of views and a little over 2 times the amount of post interactions. So did posting every day in August help my account? Sure. But I don't think it was just because I was posting every day. I had a plan and a strategy in place to both sell my products and further connect with my audience. In terms of sales for my business, there wasn't really a change from July, and I'm not going to read into that too much as sales just fluctuate throughout the year in general for businesses, and plus nurturing my audience now can lead to sales later. Okay, now I need my notes. This is my favorite part, my top performing content. One of the things that I love about posting on social media is analyzing my content. That might be a little nerdy, but it's kind of fun to see what people like. So here are my top 5 posts for the month based on interactions and why I think they got the attention that they did. The first one is my post about how I utilize print on demand. I made this post for 2 reasons. 1, it promotes my products, but 2, it also provides some transparency about how I make my products. I think the reason why people were interested in it was because the title was so catchy. No, I don't dropship. Dropshipping is a controversial topic, and so that kind of drew people's attention. But also I think there was other artists who were just interested in learning about my personal experience with print on demand. My second most interacted post was another text carousel, is kind of what I refer to them as. And I think this one, again, it had a catchy title, and people were interested to see how my business came to be. So again, catchy title and curiosity. Okay, the third one, kind of an outlier. It was about my experience hiking the Manitou Incline for the first time. This is a very popular tourist spot, and I paired it with comedy talking about my own experience. This post wasn't actually planned. I was just going to do a little vlog of my experience, but basically it turned into this. So this had nothing to do with my art or my business, but I do personally like to share my life. I think it also helps people connect with you as a human behind the business. And so I think it got attention because it was about a popular tourist spot, a spot people already knew about. So if somebody saw this, they would know what I was talking about. But also, it was funny. Personally, I think I'm hilarious. And so I think the comedy helped with people liking that post. This next one actually surprised me. It was just a photo dump about my life lately outside of my business. It was inspired by another creator that I really liked the concept of, again, sharing my life with my audience. This did actually surprise me that it made the top 5 because, I don't know, it's still crazy to me that people don't just care about my art. They are also interested about me as a person. But yeah, I think this popped up because of that connection. I always talk about how people want to connect with a person and then yet still get surprised when people want to connect with me. So, and then my last one, my favorite art business resources, another text carousel. This one's super obvious. I learned everything that I know about running my art business from the internet, from other people talking about what they do, from doing research. And so it just makes sense that there are other people out there who would want to learn from my experience as well. And so these were my top 5 posts. I do think they have a lot in common, and I think there are some things that we can take away from this making content moving forward. Number 1, you might have noticed this already. Text carousels are super popular. I'm not the only one doing them. I'm not just discovering this. I knew they were popular already. I think maybe this is just a theory, but I think maybe that text carousels are so popular for the same reason that captions are recommended whenever you're going to post a video, is because people don't always have their sound on. It just being able to read helps people consume your content. It also helps that I just find text carousels super fun. They're kind of between like the effort of making a voiceover video or a vlog or that kind of thing and just posting a photo. I get to just do it on my computer or on my phone, and it's kind of like making a piece of art in itself, even if you're just throwing text on there, but I personally like to doodle on them as well. I think this is just a very fun way to make content that is also super popular right now, and maybe that'll change, but it's working for me right now. The second lesson, you've probably heard this before, but share your story. People like to connect with people. People are curious. People are nosy. I'm nosy. I see someone talking on the internet. I want to know what's going on. I love tea. I love gossip on the internet, especially, honestly, if it has nothing to do with me or my life or my interests. Like, just because somebody else is not an artist doesn't mean they don't want to see what you do every day as an artist. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be curious, so let them in. Show them behind the scenes. Don't just post an image of your art every day. Show them a little more. Show them what goes into making it, what goes into packing it, what goes on in your life. Just try different things. And the last one, you might not like. It is very scary when you first start doing it, but you have to post your face. You have to post your face. People like connecting with people. I'm going to say it. I've said it a million times in this video. Every single one of these posts, my top 5 posts, had my face in it. Art is a luxury, not a necessity. So people are not just going to see your art and buy it. They want to have a feeling associated with it, whether it's an impulse buy or it means a lot to them. One way to create feeling is allowing them to connect with you. Share your face, share your story, show what you did today, show your coffee order. It can literally be so simple as me doing this photo dump with 2 really ugly selfies that I took, one at a market, one at the Ren Fair. Like, they don't have to be headshots and superposed photos. Probably my most interacted with Instagram story in 2024 was when I did this cute little video making a coffee and then I accidentally spilled it all over my counter. And the story of me posting the aftermath of the spill got so many interactions because it's relatable. It was not my intention. I did not intentionally spill that coffee, but it turned into a very popular piece of content for me. So to wrap it up, I started this challenge because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. Full stop. That's why. But I ended up actually learning a lot and led me to making this video and sharing everything that I learned with you. And one thing that was unexpected, people always talk about making sure you don't burn out. I had the opposite. I kind of found my love for creating content again. And moving forward, I'm not posting every day. I'm still posting probably 6 days a week, but I'm not trying to hit that goal if it's going to come at the expense of burning out, my mental health. I still prioritize other parts of my life. So when I do take the time to post, when you take the time to post, there's some things that we should think about. What is the purpose of this post? How is it helping my business? What product is it selling, or is it for connection to my audience? Just keep these things in mind. Make sure that the content that you are posting serves a purpose. That actually right there is the one thing I want you to take away from this video. Can you post every day? Sure. You don't have to. Maybe you shouldn't. The one thing I want you to keep in mind is make sure your content serves a purpose. Make sure it fits into one of your content categories. Make sure it serves your business or you. It can also, the purpose of the content could just be that you want to post it. I'm never going to say that you should only be posting about your business. I originally started with I had my personal Instagram account. I made my art account. My personal Instagram account, probably haven't posted on it in 6 years. My business account had just become my personal because my art is a part of my life. It's just all together. And so if I wanted to share about the incline, I can. It's not that serious. Okay, sorry, I did not intend for this video to be this long. I hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope it made sense. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to clear anything up, or if I think of any more tips, I'd love to share them. Subscribe, stick around. I love sharing about my business journey, and I have lots more content planned for you guys.